While the real royal family stole the show at Trooping the Color this weekend, balconies, carriages, and picture perfect unity, Meghan and Harry once again were doing their own thing. We're going to take a look at all of it. We're going to take a look at the pictures from both sides, the elegant royal tradition versus what those two are up to and their latest attention grabbing schemes. We're going to break down exactly what went down. Have you seen Megan's latest Instagram move that has everyone raising eyebrows? Don't worry, I've got it. We're going to take a look. Have you seen what Harry's up to on the exact same day? Don't worry, I've got that too. Hey guys, welcome back to RHR Jen. I'm so glad you're here. Guys, I have such a good show for you today. Don't worry, we're going to start with the actual working royals. Have you seen Trooping the Color? Oh my goodness gracious, we're going to take a look at that. There's a reason I wore this color today. Our Catherine in the light blue with the white piping detail. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. Let's take a look at all of that. If you're new here, like I say, I'm Jen. Make sure you're subscribed, hit the thumbs up, and leave me comments, as all of those helps YouTube to recommend my video. I sincerely appreciate that, and I sincerely appreciate all of you. Don't worry, I've got photos. Let's take a look at some of these photos and talk about what was going on this weekend. So we had, of course, Trooping the Color on Saturday. So the royal family, Saturday, June 13th, delivered its most spectacular traditions, Trooping the Color. It's the king's official birthday parade. Pure pageantry on this one. 1,400 soldiers, 200 horses, 400 musicians marching in perfect precision at the Horse Guards Parade. It's a 260-year-old ceremony celebrating the sovereign. This year, the Coldstream Guards trooped the color in front of King Charles. The visuals were straight out of a storybook. Have you seen the pictures? Oh my goodness, they're so lovely. Oh, I love these so much. King Charles and Queen Camilla in the carriage, Charles in his full military uniform. We got Prince William, Princess Anne, Prince Edward riding horseback. Catherine, Princess of Wales. Oh, I love her in that powder blue in the carriage. Of course, she was in the carriage, and it was Prince Louis. And then we had, of course, Prince George, Princess Charlotte waving to the huge crowds. It all finished with the iconic Buckingham Palace balcony appearance, and it was the red arrows fly past overhead. Oh, absolutely gorgeous. 3 generations standing together, unity, duty, tradition, stability on full display. The crowds loved it. It was royal elegance at its absolute finest. Oh, I just love these photos so much. I'd like to shout out Remy is a good boy on Twitter. They always do such a fantastic job of figuring out where Catherine's outfit is from and giving us all the details. So in case you wondered, the dress was Catherine Walker. It's a Lafayette coat dress. That one is new for her. She did wear, a friend of mine found where she had worn a similar dress, maybe the same dress in a different color when she went to Germany. That one was gray, but it was same style dress. The hat was Philip Tracy. This was also new. It was in light blue. Everything else she's worn before. So the earrings are Cassandra Goad pearl stud earrings. The brooch was Irish Guards regimental brooch. Love that. The bracelet is Nigel Milne Birthright. It's a 3-strand pearl bracelet. And her shoes were Gianvito Rossi, and they are listed as '05 pumps in white leather. So there you go. In case you're wondering what she wore, that is it. So fantastic looking, lovely as always. But I love learning this stuff, and I love seeing all the photos. And did you see this photo of the kids sneaking a peek before, I think it was right before they went out on the balcony? I love this so much. I love seeing that. So cute, but they all look lovely. I thought it was fantastic. I've watched highlights of it, and it's absolutely, it's just the pomp and circumstance that the UK is known for. Absolutely gorgeous, beautiful display. I thought it was so fun and so cool to see. Let me know your thoughts on that. All right, I know you guys don't love it when I do Harry and Meghan in the same as the royal family, but we have to transition. I'm going to talk about what those two were up to. We knew that they'd pull some stunts. It's funny that, again, I want to emphasize that with the royal family had a beautiful show of unity. And then we have these two that went their own ways over the weekend to try to get attention for themselves. So let's start with Meghan, shall we? She posted this right before Trooping the Color. So it's two slides, and this is her friend Kelly. Now, I personally covered this baby's face because it's fully on display, and I feel weird posting somebody else's kid like that, and it's not a known kid or a famous kid or a royal kid. So I just covered up the baby's face. But I want to make that point that here's Meghan holding the baby, and we'll talk about the ludicrous caption she added for this thing, but she's holding the baby, fully showing the baby's face. Again, what does she always preach? About online safety, and she's showing other people's kids. I find that so weird. But just before trooping, she posted this. And of course, the caption shows, "We know I love a redhead, and let me stop you before they start. No, it's not his baby." All right. I'm not just trying to pick this apart, but I just want to point this out. The wording is so awkward and defensive right from the jump. Why say that? We know why, to get attention, but it feels like she's preemptively shutting down rumors that a baby could be Harry's, or that it could be what, their baby, something like that. I think that's so silly. Here's the hypocrisy, though. It's Meghan constantly preaching about online safety and protecting children's privacy, yet again posting a clear up close photo of someone else's kid, full on for attention and for likes, using a cute redheaded baby as clickbait while telling everyone to keep kids offline. It's classic. Classic, the two of them. And then going for the angle of, I believe it was more of, this is Harry's not the father of this baby. And I get she's kidding, but it's just more attention grabbing stuff before. And I also get the whiff of victim, like, before you guys pounce on this, oh, poor us. The press is always after us. Let me clear this up. So I just thought it was silly. Kelly is one that often appears with Meghan. I believe, I've talked about her before. I just find her annoying. She's one where they've gone skiing together and different things. They've supposedly been friends through the years, and one of the ones that Meghan hasn't abandoned. So I think she clings on to Kelly. I think she clings on to Kelly for three reasons, actually. One, Kelly's got a lot of money. I think that it's one of the few that Meghan has shown a friendship with over the years, whereas most people call out, hey, she seems to ghost everybody in her life, but not this friend. So there's that. And I think it's another way for Meghan to grab attention and pretend to be maternal. Remember, just before this baby was born, Meghan was showing herself all over the red carpet with Kelly, like grabbing on Kelly's baby bump. I think it's so weird. So weird. All right. So there's that. You can let me know your thoughts on that. And then we had Harry. Let's talk about Harry. Oh my goodness. All right. So page 6 reports Prince Harry relegated to 8th row at Knicks versus Spurs game while celebs sit courtside. Ooh, that has to burn him. So let's take a look at Hasno. Remember, he's scared of the press. Here he is smiling for the camera. Can't make this stuff up. He's probably has this lady leading him around because he doesn't know what to do without a claw in his arm. He doesn't know where to go, but here he is. It is funny that you see him smiling here, able to walk and swing his arms as he chooses and not have a claw on him. But mostly he looked kind of miserable at this game. But here he is. It's funny. It was reminiscent of the Jamaica trip where they led them back to the seats that didn't seem to be the VIP. They didn't get the water bottles, So they were like all pouty and making a show of, are these the right seats? So I feel like we're seeing that once again with Harry. Funny that the press is pointing out that he was 8 rows back, but here he is. So it's Knicks versus the Spurs. He was there for the Warrior games, I guess, but the timing couldn't be more obvious. While the Royals were on the balcony and the red arrows were flying over Buckingham Palace, Harry was again 8 rows back. I can't underline that enough. 8 rows back. Actual celebrities sitting courtside. Not exactly front row VIP status. So he showed up solo. There was no Meghan, and in several shots, he just looked, for lack of a better word, pissy. Let me see. I've got more photos here. He just looked pissy. Oh, shout out to Queer Lips of Truth, too, who points out I'll let you read it and decide for yourself. They thought he looked assisted, shall we say. So there you go. There's a close up of the photos. You can decide if you think he looks that way, but I'll leave that up while I tell you my thoughts. No, Meghan, there are some clips showing him smiling, but overall the vibes seem grumpy and out of place. He was invited supposedly by the NBA commissioner. His name is Adam Silver. Now, I don't follow sports. I saw quite a bit about this guy online. People were calling him shady as Harry. You can decide what you want to do with that. If you follow sports and you feel the same way, please leave me comments. I'd like to know more. But that's something that a lot of people were commenting. That's the social media backlash I saw quite a bit. I just think with this, the optics are, it looked like another attempt to grab focus from the actual royal family, anything to try to steal focus. He's just a petulant child at this point. He really is. He's not just pouty and whiny and whatever's happening here. It seems to be that if we can't be royals, nobody can. I think they both do it for attention. I think Harry is more of a pouty situation and hers is more of a look at me type thing. So I think they thought if they divided and conquered they might have something, but honestly it went off with very little, I don't know, fanfare, very little notice from anybody. I think most people's eyes were on the actual royal family this weekend. But let me know what your thoughts are. Did they get any attention at all? What did you think? I'm still stuck. Let me go back on her clunky. Let me go back to her clunky wording of that because I find that so weird. We know I love a redhead, and let me stop you before they start. No, it's not his baby. Again, it's worded clunky, but it's also grammatically incorrect, right? Because it's I love a redhead, and let me stop you, you being singular, before they start. No, it's not his baby. Okay, sure. Yeah, let me know what you think of all of this. Let me know if you watched Trooping the Color. Let me know what Harry and Meghan's next move would be. We took bets, I guess, beforehand to see what we thought they might do to try to steal attention. Some of you guys thought parking lot walks. Is this a step down from that? It might even be. I think she's beat that. I don't even like that saying, so I won't say it, but I think she's just used that trope a little too much. So now she's on to using kids. She seems to go in cycles of what will she think grab her headlines. For a while it was parking lot walks, and then it was concerts for a while, and now it seems to be posing with kids, not her kids, other people's kids. Weird, right? You know who also loves basketball games? Kids. Can't bring them, can you, Harry? Security. So now I want to talk about some other stuff. If you're just here for the Harry and Meghan and royal family, I'll see you next time. Thank you for being here. But if you want to stay on with me, let me tell you what's going on. I painted, actually not just me, my Gosling helped. I posted on Patreon. We painted back here. I'm working on still improving the space. There's a dark space back here. I've added a little bit. I mean, I have the new lights that I've been talking about. I'm pointing to them. You can't see them up front. But then I've added a little bit more light back here, but I'm noticing it's still a little dark. But I like that you can see a little bit more of the detail by painting a little bit of gold leaf on there. So there's that. Let me know your thoughts on that. What else? How are you guys? I went for light blue a la Catherine. It keeps sliding down a little bit. And then it has the white piping like hers did. So I thought that was pretty cool. I love that look on her. I love that color. I love anything in the blue family, obviously. But I think it's so pretty. I thought she just looked so elegant and royal, right? And regal. What else? I've been watching a show that I'm obsessed with. Have you guys seen What We Do in the Shadows? One of my besties got me hooked on that, and it is so good. It is so funny. I can't stop laughing. And if you haven't checked it out, check it out. It's raunchy and funny, and it's like The Office meets vampires. So it's like a mockumentary type situation with vampires. And I just keep quoting, my friend and I keep quoting lines to each other from the show. So watch that if you haven't seen What We Do in the Shadows. Oh, and Taskmaster, the last season, the previous season, not the last season, but the season just wrapped up. It was so good. Go watch that if you haven't seen it. But they already announced the cast for the next season. We don't have dates on it, but it says it'll be here in the fall. And guys, I'm so excited. One of my all-time favorites will be on the next cast. Richard Ayoade. I love him. I think he's so funny. If you don't know who I'm talking about, he's from the IT crowd. He's been on tons of stuff. He's so funny. He's got a very, what's the word? Just that quiet sense of humor where he's under his breath, very funny and very dry, but oh, he's so good. I've read his books before. He's very funny. But look for him in the next season of Taskmaster. I'm still waiting to get on that show. Greg, call me. My other dream guest would be Miranda Hart. I'm really hoping that sometime they get her on. Let me know if you watch the show and if you have a dream guest for the show. So excited about Richard Ayoade, though. I really am. And yeah, that's going to do it for me. Thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate you and I appreciate all of your support. If you want to further support the show, you know how to do it. Check out my Patreon. Thank you to my new members for joining. I've just got the list updated. So thank you guys so much. And yeah, I do deep dives on Harry and Meghan stuff, but also not Harry and Meghan stuff. So if you're sick of them, I've got lots of new stuff with them, but also all kind, like we went into the behind the scenes of setting this up, moving lights around. I do stuff on the Beckhams. I do all kinds of stuff. So check that out. I just did a deep dive on my thoughts on kids. You can take a look at that if you want. But anyway, that's how you can support my show. And click on my Amazon links. Just by clicking those, it really does help me out. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I can't wait to bring you more stuff like this. Take care. Have the best day. Bye-bye. Hi, how are you? All right. My hair keeps falling in my face. That's why I kept messing with it. All right. Talk to me, Goose. How are we? I've had a really nice weekend. I spent a lot of time with the Gosling. We did some art projects, including the gold leaf. Oh, yeah. So you can see I moved a ring light over there. It was I was hiding it behind my head, but it's still got a dark patch here. So I'm going to play with the lighting and get this better and brighter. I don't know. Maybe if I could get more of like a spotlight rather than I guess the point of the ring light is to not bright spotlight a face. So maybe that's not the right way to go. Maybe I can find like a more direct spotlight on it. Anyway, how are you guys? Did you have a nice weekend? I did, and I hope you did too. And yeah, I can't wait to bring you more stuff like this. Take care, stay healthy. I'll talk to you again soon. Bye-bye. I just realized I forgot a necklace. Silly me. Can't take me anywhere. Oh, I have a new closing. Watch. Ready? Here we go. Here comes, I don't know if I'm pointing the right way. Get ready for the closing. Here goes. It's a nod to, what do we name him? Ryan Gosling. That's right. That's Ryan. So a nod to Ryan Gosling. All right. That's going to do it for me. Take care. Bye-bye. Hit the hype button. Oh, I'm singing the wrong song. I even got a new song. Now, if you're frustrated and you want the old song back, let me know. But I like the new song. All right. Take a listen. Bye. Goodness gracious.